People in Beijing take shopping very seriously, almost as seriously as an Olympic athlete takes his or her chosen sport.
By the time the 2008 Olympics open, there will be hundreds of brand new stores and new state-of-the-art buildings for Olympic visitors to shop in. But suppose you want to shop somewhere with a little more history, somewhere a little older. Well, you can't get much older than this. This is Beijing's Liulichang Street. And shops on this street have been selling art and antiques since the Ming Dynasty in the 1400s. People have walked these very streets for hundreds of years to shop for art, books, and antiques. Now, I'm going to do the same thing to find out what's so special about Liulichang Street.
As you dodge the cars and bicycles, the first thing that strikes you is the architecture of the old buildings. The setting really transports you back in time. It's not just the old buildings that line the street, it's what's in the shops themselves. In older times, people practiced the art of calligraphy to create books, signs, and other documents by hand. This ancient form of writing in China was, and still is, revered as an art form. The tools to do it, brush, ink stick, ink stone to grind and hold the ink, and paper, were called the Four Treasures. Liulichang Street is where Beijingers would come hundreds of years ago to buy the Four Treasures. The calligraphy brushes would be dipped in ink, and in the hands of a master, a work of art that also communicated a message would emerge. The bigger the brush, the bigger the character, which explains the different size brushes on display in this store. Today, the same calligraphy writing skills are still treasured and practiced, and local artists still come here to buy supplies. Many of their paintings are sold in stores on the same street. But most of the shops sell Chinese antiques and artifacts, like Chinese porcelain figurines, jade carvings, and shadow puppets made of donkey hide. There are a few shops that have the kind of things you can get in a San Francisco or New York Chinatown, but you can get them much cheaper here, oftentimes half the price. And if you look carefully, you can find things that are one of a kind. The mask above Pinggu Jai Antique Shop might scare some shoppers away, yet the haunting statue in Tibetan clothing seems to beckon you in. If you can ignore the glare of the mask and step inside, you'll find a place that is almost as much a museum as it is an antique shop. Leather body armor made for Tibetan warriors seems to guard the long, dark, dusty passageway into the shop. Along the way,